Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers podcast. Here, as always, with Luke and Lee. How we doing, lads?
Good, mate.
Good,
Nice
thanks.
to see you again.
Yeah, so Euro's well underway. Just coming to the end of the group stage now. The last game's being played. Is it tomorrow? The last game's being played.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have a rest for a couple of days, I think, until Saturday. So yeah, it's been a fun tournament so far. Obviously, 2 West Ham players have now already gone through. Payet is through. Bonner's through. He's not played a game yet. Oh, sorry, 3 West Ham players. Ginge has also gone through, and well done to them. Their teams have been some real standout teams. Actually, it's a really open tournament in my opinion, guys.
I was going to say I couldn't pick a winner.
Yeah, obviously, if you're putting your money somewhere, you're going to go Germany probably. But yeah, to actually outright say they are going to win it, I wouldn't like to say who.
I was looking yesterday actually, and I was looking at the goal difference stats, and 3 teams are yet to concede. So Germany, Italy, and Poland haven't conceded a goal yet. So they're worth keeping an eye on there, obviously, because the games have not been like we ain't really seen that many goals.
No, there's only been, I think, about 3 that's been over like that 2.5 betting mark.
Yeah, we ain't seen many goals, so I think it might come down to defence. Who's got the best defence?
Yeah, and for me, I think Italy has the best defence at the moment. They're so drilled. Obviously, Germany have the best goalkeeper in the world, but there's some real stick out. I'm really impressed with Croatia. They really impressed me. They really turned up against Spain last night.
I think the third place thing has made a lot of teams play defensive because 3 points is pretty much enough to get you through. So teams have won a game and then thought, well, we don't really have to go for this anymore. So it's kind of ruined it a bit. It's a weird thing to suddenly make it bigger and have 3 teams going through. But
I think it's
Northern
good.
Ireland have actually done well with it. Yeah.
I quite like the format with more teams going through. I think it opens it up a little bit.
Yeah, because it's more open now for a sort of wild card to win it. Like Wales have won the group. Like you would have probably put them down to finish 3rd, but they've won it and they're right up there to go and push on now. Bowles, is he top goal scorer with Morata now?
Morata, yeah.
Yeah. So he's been fantastic. Where your other stars like Ronaldo just haven't even turned up. On Payet, guys, obviously he didn't start on when did they play? Monday was it or Sunday? But he did hit the bar, and it was unlucky. I would love to have seen him carry on that goal scoring.
Do you think that goal would have been better if it would have went in than his other one?
Possibly, yeah. It was just such a great technique, wasn't it?
But it's very hard to do that on the ball. Not that I've ever tried it, especially, but I imagine it's quite hard to do.
Yeah. We're still yet to see Ginge. He didn't come on, did he?
No, I don't think we will.
No, I don't think.
But there are rumours that he may be starting tonight, which will be very interesting because that will be him versus Randolph, and obviously that's going to be a right little battle, isn't it? Or possibly when he comes up for corners and stuff like that. Let's skip away from all that, guys. This our favourite subject, England, guys. I swear to God, I was falling asleep on Monday. I was falling asleep.
They are. It's just boring watching England, like you say. And it was crying. We'll come on to it in a minute, but Glenn Hoddle said it in commentary. I was crying out for something different.
Yeah, and I put it out on Twitter. But like I say, we'll discuss that in a minute. What we think should have happened. But it's just like it. I'm a big fan of Jack Wilshere, but all this, he's not fit, so he couldn't do anything.
Henderson as well, shocking.
Oh, shocking. I was very impressed with Klein. I would say right back's England's strongest position at the minute. Like Walker and Klein have been man of the matches in most of the games so far for England. But I don't know. I'm not impressed. I don't know what you think, guys. You may say we've got through, and that's what it is. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even watch the last game, to be honest. I just couldn't be bothered.
You didn't miss nothing.
No real interest. They're through to the next stage.
But very tough. They're on the tough side of the draw now.
Yeah.
I think France are there. The Germans are that side of the draw. It's a very, very tough side of the draw.
You know, honestly, the way that the tournament's been so far, it honestly wouldn't surprise me to see them go on through a couple of stages.
See, I can see them possibly having a good game against teams that come at them, but they come up against Italy, they are not breaking Italy down.
Italy have got Spain though, haven't they?
Yeah. That's a great match. That's a very, very interesting match.
One of the favourites will be going out.
Yeah, but as we say, it was screaming out for something, and nearly every pundit and the newspapers said it. Andy Carroll, if we had him for that game, it was definitely what we needed. He would have occupied Skirtle, brought other players into the game. I think that could prove a bit costly, as there's no plan B for England. What do you think?
I mean, like I say, I didn't see the game, so I can't really comment on whether Carroll would have made a difference or not. So, I mean, I don't know what
Well, again, you didn't see the game, but I'll Lee would probably back me on this. How many balls were going into the box, Lee, and just there's no one.
Yeah.
Even Harry Kane's like, what is he, 6'1"? He can't win a header.
Do you know,
he's not physical.
Both Kane and Sturridge, I like Sturridge actually. I think he's a good player, but they're so greedy.
Yeah, and I think
when they get the ball, they just want to shoot.
If Sturridge picked up the ball any deeper, I think he would have been playing centre half.
Yeah,
like he kept picking it up like 40 yards out, like no real threat.
Jamie Vardy wasn't in the game.
Where were they playing? Because I saw the lineups. Obviously, was he playing Sturridge and Vardy as a 2 up front, or was he playing Sturridge on the left? Or
Sturridge on the left.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird. Yeah, because it was like Lallana, wasn't it? It was Lallana on the right. Yeah, no. I can't watch England. They bore me to tears. They really do. So yeah, enough of the Euros, guys. Let us know who you think's going to win now. With obviously it's almost decided the knockout stages. Obviously, we're filming this as Hungary are currently beating Portugal, which Hungary have been a right surprise package as well. Right, Paul's favourite subject. Let's go back to West Ham, guys. Transfers of the week, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, there's a few rumours, but nothing really concrete seems to be happening. A few days ago, there was a lot of things going around on Twitter saying that the Lacazette deal was dead in the water, and that Batshuayi as well was dead. Both those deals, obviously, our 2 top striker targets weren't going to happen, which is quite worrying. If we don't get either of them, I don't think we'd get Baka, who seemed to be on the list as well. Zaza as well seems to be on the list. I mean, I don't know. It was starting to get to the point where you start thinking, are we actually going to get anyone who we want to get? And I know it's still really early in the transfer window, but you know, it did start worrying me a little bit. But then today, our mate Jinxed from Knees Up Mother Brown, very reliable in the know. He said the Lacazette deal isn't dead, still ongoing, still talks ongoing. And he also said today that we're in talks with Chris Smalling's agent about a move, which is interesting.
So do you know, you didn't watch the game, but half time or end of the game in the match room,
it was, yeah.
Bilic, have you heard about this?
I have heard about this, yeah.
Yeah, and I just can't help thinking it's sort of someone being a bit naughty, personally. That he made those comments during the match, and they were sort of just what everyone knows, that he's a good on the ball, that he's a good passer. There wasn't anything like that said he's the most amazing centre half in the country, in the world. Sorry, I just think it's all come out of that and be blown out of all proportion. Personally, let's wait and see.
Even before them comments from Slav, I remember early sort of part of the transfer window, there was some rumours about Chris Smalling. There was some little smidgens of rumours that were floating. So you don't know whether Slav maybe just slightly slipped. I don't know. He doesn't seem that sort of character. He's very, very intelligent guy. But
it'd be interesting to see. I'd love it to happen.
Oh, it'd be a fantastic signing.
It'd be a brilliant signing, and I think it'd be a massive statement of intent as well to take a player, to take probably Man United's best defender.
Yeah.
But I mean, you wonder, why would he want to leave Man United to come to West Ham? The only reason
way if Josie doesn't fancy him.
That's it. That's the only thing you could possibly think of.
He's a Londoner as well.
Yeah, they've just bought that new guy as well, haven't they? I can't remember his name. £30 million defender, haven't they? So maybe Jose sees him, and who knows, John Stones, and possibly will Smalling be thinking, maybe I won't be starting. I don't know. For me, Smalling's one of the best defenders in the Premier League. But one warning to you, Chris, if you join West Ham, that's goodbye to your England career.
Yeah.
Just to put that out there. So have a little think about that. If you enjoy playing for England, don't come to West Ham. On the strikers, obviously the Bastial deals, the Marseille president actually come out himself, didn't he, and said, I want him to go to West Ham and not to Tottenham. That was nice to hear. But it's probably because we've bidded the most money, in my opinion, rather than actually him wanting to go to Tottenham.
Yeah.
It hasn't really been a standout strikers in the Euros. I'm trying to think of one that sort of set it alight.
No,
But it hasn't.
Morata
yeah, he's going to Real Madrid, though, isn't he?
Well out of our league.
He's going to Real Madrid.
I mean, that, like you say, there hasn't really... I don't think there's been a standout player at all. I mean, Bale is having a good tournament.
Bale and Payet are probably...
Payet as well, obviously, although he didn't play the last game. But Payet stand out. Bale for goals at the minute. But, I mean, most of the big day players, you look at your, like you say, Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, Lewandowski, they haven't really done anything at all.
Muller's done nothing.
Muller
has done nothing.
No.
I'll say like I say, with Croatia, I'm very impressed with that Rakitic, Modric.
They got another Perisic.
Fantastic midfield, absolutely fantastic midfield.
Perisic, there was a lot of talk about him today. And what club does he play for? Who's his club team?
I don't know.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
He plays in Italy, doesn't he? Is it one of the Inter Milan? Is it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not 100%, but
whatever club it is. Apparently, the president of the club come out today and said if anyone wants to buy him, it will cost them 100 million. So that's basically saying no, he's not for sale. So.
But like I say, them Croatians are fantastic footballers. They really are. They're very technically good. It will be interesting to see what happens now.
But I mean, we still have to remember as well, the wildest, as we've said all the time, like while the tournament's going on, we ain't going to see much movement anyway. You know, like I said as well, the transfer window's not officially open yet either, although that will be, next week?
Next Friday.
Yes. So hopefully then we'll start seeing some movement. But it's been, transfer-wise, it has been pretty quiet this week.
I don't believe anything I read in the paper either. I honestly don't. And Sky Sports, like I say, their sources just...
Ketchup.
Ketchup, basically, with Lacazette, I can't see... If he has said he doesn't want to join West Ham, I can't see why. Apart from Champions League, I can't see why you wouldn't want to join West Ham.
And the other thing as well is, if he really didn't want to join us, why do we keep bidding for him?
Yeah.
Why have we put in 4 bids or whatever it is for him? To bid that amount, you must have had a word from the player's agent saying, he's willing to join. Otherwise, why would we bother?
Yeah, I just don't see it, because it's like he seems like he's quite good friends with Dimitri as well, and we're not this small club anymore. You know, like we're quite a good level at the moment, and I don't know, when you see that players don't want to join, you just think, no, I don't see why they wouldn't, apart from Suarez, Aguero's, that level. But actually those littler levels,
the only thing is, you could think, like, if he's waiting until after the Euros maybe to see what happens with the bigger teams, like if a Champions League team comes in for him, like, so if Morata goes to Real Madrid, Juventus might need a new striker, so
yeah, that's true.
And then it can all start. Do you know what I mean? So then they may go for
Benzema will go somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've got they could go for him, and then Zaza, for example, might say, "Well, if I'm not going to be playing here at all, then."
I see. Yeah, that definitely could happen. Any more news on outgoings or little rumours you've picked up on, guys? Obviously, Stephen Hendry will not be playing at the Crucible this year. He'll be playing for Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah. There was a weird one with Reece Oxford, wasn't there, today? Really strange.
Yeah, you read that one. I didn't hear about that. It
was I might not get the team right, but they've just been promoted to the Bundesliga, Red Bull Leipzig or something like that. I can't quite remember. Apparently, they've offered Reece Oxford 20 grand a week, but again, this is Sky Ketchup saying that saying this, so take it with a pinch of sachet of ketchup.
It could well be true. They could well have offered him, a contract, but they'd still have to buy him off us. So, and we obviously wouldn't sell. Plus, I don't know. I've got no idea why I'd ever want to go there anyway.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I honestly don't. Maybe in about a year or two he might, but I don't see him going anywhere. No. Not this year. No. He's not established. Yes, he may have this big reputation coming with him, like how Joe Cole did, but he ain't going nowhere. Until he's played about 20 games for us, he ain't going nowhere, in my opinion. Guys, if you think differently...
I agree. I agree.
It's going anywhere.
He did say in the bottom of the story that he doesn't want to leave England as well. So.
Tompkins, I think Tompkins will go. I really do. I think Tompkins will go, which is a shame. But I think he will go.
It would be a shame, but then if we replace him with Chris Smalling,
Yeah.
That's a definite upgrade. So. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think we said last week, you wouldn't begrudge Tompkins if he did want to go because, like you say, he needs to be playing regular football this stage of his career. So he's probably not going to get it at West Ham.
So, putting it out there to you guys, like this is my fan question. Who do you think we're going to end up with up front?
Benteke.
Yeah, I agree. I think Benteke will be the one. We tried for all our targets. He was our number one target.
That's gone very quiet as well, though. Benteke's gone very quiet. Do you know, it wouldn't surprise me to see us not sign anyone and start Valencia up front next year.
Yeah. Oh, he's had a great Copa America. We're giving him a go.
Because I don't know. I mean, if we fail with our big targets, I reckon it'll be one out of left wing, just a random loan from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got no issue with Sacco staying. If Sacco stays and we started him, I've got no issue with that because if he's fit, he will score goals. He will.
What about I could see someone like Edin Dzeko, someone like that. Not saying I want him.
It'd be good. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's sort of like a Mario Gomez, Edin Dzeko, them sort of just on their way out, sort of like 29, 30 sort of age.
Who is available, and I mean I can't see it happening again, but Balotelli.
I can't see anyone picking him up. I think he's
shot. Yeah,
I mean he'd be back at Liverpool, so.
Yeah. What about this? Obviously proved wrong by Jack. That Jordan Ibe. Would you have liked him if that would have been a genuine rumour?
I would have liked him, definitely. He's big prospect. I wouldn't have liked him to come in to be starting games every week, but yeah, definite prospect.
Yeah, that's about it for transfers. Obviously, we'll keep you updated as it come, guys. Obviously, finding West Ham level of content is quite hard during the Euros. Obviously, not much is happening. The big exciting news is obviously the club shop opens tomorrow, guys. That's the most exciting.
Are you going to go? Are you going to the?
It's a milestone, though, isn't it? Really, with the new stadium.
Yeah. Let us know if you're going down there, guys. I'd love to be going down there. Obviously, I live in the Benfleet area. It's a bit much to go all the way down there.
I'm actually surprised. I expected them to. It's tomorrow, you say the shop's opening.
Yeah.
See, I'm surprised they didn't. And I would have thought they would have revealed the home kit at the shop opening. But if they were going to do that, they would have announced it today.
They may do it the Europa League draw. They may do it then because that's coming up soon. And it's 7th of July, is it the draw?
Yeah.
So that's coming up very, very soon. But yeah, as I say, that's the most exciting news coming out of the club. There was a bit about David Sullivan. Obviously, does his boardroom things. He said a lot about the sort of 25 million. He shouldn't have tatted that figure out because then that's the starting bid now for a striker or any player. I agree with that.
I think anyone could have told him that. It's common sense, isn't it? I don't know what he was doing, putting figures out there anyway. He was obviously doing it to sound good to the fans. But
on that as well, what do you think he was? Obviously, everyone knows in football what we need, but was it wrong for him to go? We're going to buy a top quality goal scorer. So then straight away, these other clubs know West Ham need a £40 million striker.
Yeah,
well, not just that as well. The morale of your Carrolls and I know they know they're not that player, but as soon as you hear the chairman, and indeed Bilic has said it as well, that we're looking for a top quality striker, Sacco's gone, well, what am I?
Yeah, but with that as well though, I think if you're a good footballer, you'll believe it. Stuart Downing didn't fancy it. You see Pyatt come in, didn't fancy it, walked away. What does that say about him as a player?
But I think Sacco's of that same sort of build wwhere he's gone, well, I'm not wanting here, I'm going to go.
Yeah. Has he got to be the superstar? I don't know.
I agree. But I mean, I don't know why he felt the need to. It was ego, wasn't it? He had to come out and say, yeah, I'm going to spend 25 million on a striker. He would have been better off not saying anything. Hopefully it's a lesson learned,
One other striker, guys, obviously that's available is a guy that's been released by Celtic. I don't know whether you know is Cotton Cobb. What we saying? There you go. You know, I asked that question to you. Who do I see us linked with? Cotton Cobb.
Well,
Cotton Cobb, come back.
Do you know what? If he come back, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I am not even joking. Genuinely, I will never get tired of seeing Colton Cole in a West Ham shirt.
No.
I think we should just straight £100 a week. Give it to him now. Get rid of all the competition. Blow him out the water. Let's just get him.
Yeah, definitely. It's so funny with Colton, is it? Because it's like he become the player you just loved. You know, like you love it. Like you frustrated for years, but
that's the thing though as well. Like you forget how long he was at West Ham. He was at West Ham for a long time.
Long time. He was. Who signed him? Kirby, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because Bellamy and Colton Cole signed sort of the same sort of time, weren't it? Because Colton Cole actually scored in his debut, didn't he? Right, guys. Like I say, there's not much happened this week, guys. Apologies for obviously the sort of lack of news, but there really has not been hardly anything happened West Ham related this week. Like I say, well, we had the thing with the shop opening. Obviously, one of the most other stories that I see again was a man bought the huge West Ham badge and was struggling to get it out the stadium.
Yeah, I saw that
For about £2.5 grand, and then he thought, "Oh dear."
Yeah, I saw that. Like they sold that for however much it cost, but they said no, you have to actually take it down off the stadium yourself.
Did he?
Really?
Yeah, they said if you win it, you have to take it down yourself. There's pictures of the geezer like getting it down off the front of the ground.
It's huge as well. It's absolutely huge.
Some of the things that like I've been reading that people have bought are just crazy. Like some of the money that it costs as well. Some ridiculous stuff like someone paid like 250 quid or something for the keep off the grass sign. What are you going to do with that?
25 quid for a toilet sign.
I mean, to be fair, 25 quid's not bad. I can
But for a toilet sign.
Oh yeah, but say you owned a pub or something. I think I said that before. If you own a pub or something and you stick it in the pub, that'd be quite a novelty thing. Like 25 quid's away. Although
yeah, but you're not going to stand at the sign going, "That's from Upton Park." All it says is toilet.
Yeah.
Like Paul said, I can sort of understand it. Like if you've got like a football themed bar abroad, obviously it's just a nice little touch, isn't it? Like you say, Lee, you're not actually going to sit there and go.
Do you know what I would have liked myself? I don't know how much they went for. I didn't look, but you know it's like the silver West Ham badge with the blue light behind it that was in the was it in the tunnel?
Oh, yeah. As you go through the tunnel, there's that light thing there.
Yeah, it's like a backlit silver badge. That looked class. I wouldn't have minded that. Stick it on the wall.
Yeah, I bet that would.
I mean, some people were buying turnstiles and stuff. I saw one guy bought a turnstile. What are you going to do with a turnstile? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. Have you guys going to buy your seats?
I'm not. No, actually, I'm not. I'll be honest, I'm not. I'll maybe get it for Christmas or whatever, but no. Could have asked for that for a Father's Day present actually last week, couldn't I?
Lee?
I've been umming and ahhing, and no.
No.
Fair enough.
What were they selling them for?
50 quid.
50
quid, and you have to go and pick them up then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't post it?
They charge you about £10 for postage.
50 quid for a seat.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit. I think that's.
Like
really...
I say, it should have been a courtesy thing there with, like I say, especially someone like Lee who's been a season ticket for about 10 years, and there's people that are a lot longer, 50 odd years. That seat should have just been sent to you out of courtesy. The club don't need that money. They do not need that money at all.
The thing is, like I've not got an attachment because I've moved around quite a bit around the stadium, so I don't have a personal attachment. Like the one we sat in, like the season just gone, Luke. We was there this season, weren't we? So there's no sort of personal attachment.
2 years. 2 years we was there, weren't we?
2 years, yeah. Sorry, no sort of personal attachment to any particular seat. So I'd rather spend 50 quid on a Europa League game.
Yeah.
No, that's right. So that's about as much excitement from West Ham this week, guys. Hopefully something massive happens next week and we can drop that to you. Actually, on the auction, guys, something we didn't ask Dave because we didn't feel it was right during the interview. It wasn't flowing that sort of way. Nothing's been announced, is it, about where that money's going? Where is that auction? But how much have they raised from that auction as well? Like?
I thought it was going to the academy,
Right.
but I might be wrong.
Yeah. I haven't. I don't remember seeing anything.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Or Bobby Moore's charity.
I imagine that they will probably give some as a donation to the charity.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't seen myself, so I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go on to some questions, guys. I've got some. Lee's got some over there. One of the questions that came in on Twitter was, do you remember the last player to actually get over 20 goals for West Ham, and can you name him?
Not John Hartson.
Over 20 goals.
Yeah, in a season.
League goals or League and Cup?
I think it was league. I think the question was league.
20 league goals.
Yeah, over 20 goals in the league.
It's John Hartson. Premier
Final-
League or Championship as well?
Final offer?
Is it Premier League and Championship or?
Well, it just says last player to get 20 goals in a season. Even Championship, we didn't have one, did we?
I'm thinking I don't know if Defoe did.
He weren't there long enough, was he? Didn't he go into January?
Can't remember.
Well, you are right, Lee.
It's John Hartson.
It is John Hartson, yeah. I did some research on it actually before we went on. He finished with 24, and it was 1 goal behind Andy Cole.
Andy Cole, yeah.
Yeah. Great season for him. He was a great striker, actually. And the question leads on as well into, is there anyone we've had sort of since that maybe could have gone on to be a 20-goal a season player, in your opinion?
Dean Ashton.
Yeah,
Dino, Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos, the second season, he probably could have banged in 20, yeah. Does anyone know the one before John? I've got it here.
Before us?
And it was...
Is it Tony Cottee?
Yes, it was Tony Cottee. Well done. And he scored 24, 26 and 29. He did it in 3 seasons.
Wow.
Anyone want to pop at the one after that? Just out of interest,
The one before that.
You can name.
Before
Frank
that,
McAvenny.
then, yeah, McAvenny.
Well done. 29 goals, 85, 86. So that season, that 85, 86 season, McAvenny got 29, Cottee got 26. That's like dream world. Okay, after that, I'll give you the year. I don't think we'll be able to go much further back than this anyway. 1972, 1973, scored 28 goals.
Jeff Hurst.
No.
In the 70s. I don't know. Couldn't know.
I very much doubt you'll get it. You'll know the player's name, but I very much doubt you'll get it.
No.
Brian Pop Robson.
I was going to say Pop Robson.
There you go.
Damn, I was as well, but I didn't want to say it in case he weren't that era and I looked like a mug.
I'm a real fan. Another question out of Facebook, this one. Who's the worst player we've actually ever seen in the West Ham shirt? Obviously, you've seen our best 11 guys. That's the series, how we started the whole podcast series, actually. But worst, to actually pick one is quite hard.
What was that kid's name who we signed and then disappeared?
Savio,
yeah.
Maresco.
Same era, Benny McCarthy.
Yeah.
Marco Boogers.
What about... okay, right, so we'll do worst player you've seen, like you say, the Savios, but over sort of... Let's do one that's actually played more than, I don't know, 10 to 15 games for West Ham.
Matthew Upson.
Good shout.
Kovac.
Yeah. I don't know whether he played over 10 games, but Emmanuel Bogatets was awful. I didn't like Barmorty. I don't know what your opinions are. I really did not like Barmorty.
He didn't do well. He didn't do well for West Ham. He didn't do well. He didn't do what we expected him to do. He put effort in every week. He tried really hard. He was like lesser Colton Cole.
That's saying something. Yeah.
Yeah. He put the work in, but no, he wasn't the player that he once was.
No.
Same as Benny McCarthy. When we signed Benny McCarthy, I was well happy because
he
was a world-class striker in his day.
Yeah.
But obviously came to us overweight, not interested, and was terrible.
What about if we're carrying on that sort of subject? What about players that have been fantastic and then not sort of carried it on? You know, like so that they've had like your obvious is Schemmel, who was fantastic, but is there any others that like stick out that were fantastic?
Ilunga.
Yeah.
And he's come up a few times, but Cole under Zola was unplayable.
Yeah.
He was
He
was in the England squad. He was playing for England, unplayable, and then, well.
Yeah, I think Gianfranco just gave him so much confidence in him. Like he totally believed in him, didn't he? And I think that's what it was with him.
Valencia's been a big disappointment.
Yeah, that's another one. First season, brilliant. But yeah, there's quite a few actually, guys. Let us know, guys. Worst players you've seen. Obviously, some of you will have 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s. Let us know your worst player you've seen. Lee, what was your questions? Do you remember them ones? If you've got them.
Yeah, so it was sort of one question split into two. So, what player from our history would you like to put into our current squad to really push us on? And the second part of this, any player from current Premier League that you think would realistically make us push on?
Okay,
yeah, with Premier League, let's keep that realistic as well.
Yeah.
Let's keep that realistic.
Well, where did you? Oh, right. You mean at the moment in?
So yeah, we're not going to go
or...
bosh Sergio Aguero. Do you know, like just.
Yeah.
So I think you need to look at it in the one position we need is a striker.
Yeah.
So let's look at our history. And we just mentioned him.
I will put Tevez back in. And, or I mean, no, I was going to say Paolo then, but no, because he's a different type of player.
Paolo is sort of too close to
Dimitri.
Canio player. Dimitri. Yeah, they're very, very similar sort of floaty players, and then you've got Lanzini, who's very similar sort of style like that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if you know what I'd like to see actually. A sort of bit of a stab in the dark. It's sort of like maybe a Trevor Sinclair in there would be fantastic in this sort of team.
Yeah.
With Dimitri left, Lanzini in the middle, and Sinclair on that right hand side, I think it'd be fantastic.
I will stick with Tevez. I think if we had Carlos in this team with Paye, Lanzini, Antonio behind him, he would score bucketfuls.
A question for people watching, let us know in the comments, would Bobby Moore be as good a player now?
Yeah, because obviously
we don't know.
If any of you have actually seen him live as well, obviously we're looking at for an older audience now. But would you say he goes in? Like, I don't know.
I think you'd say probably because I mean obviously we're too young to have watched him play, but what everyone seems to say about him is he was fantastic at reading the game. So maybe players nowadays are physically fitter, they're stronger. But if his game was more reading the game and knowing exactly where to be, everyone says about Bobby Moore, he never used to have to make a tackle. He never needed to make a tackle because he was always in the right place, So I think he'd probably.
You can look at like John Terry say, he's never had pace, but I would take him for a year at West Ham. Would you not? If he was available on a free transfer, would you take it?
Sorry.
Would you take it? Soccer Saturday moment there, guys, on West Ham podcast. Over to you, Lee. What's just happened?
Hungary have just scored a free kick. It took a massive deflection, but they're 2-1 up, Jeff. And back to the studio. Sorry.
Back to the studio. Yeah, on John Terry. I would have him. Would you not have him at 35? A level-headed player to bring in if needed.
Level-headed is a stretch.
Well, he is now.
I don't think I would know. I would have took him last year for a year. No, I don't think I would know.
Quickly, Lee, I've just thought something on your question actually. Let's go through defence, midfield, strike. Who you would pick from West Ham's past to go in? So defence, current to probably step us up to a new level is, I don't know, a 25-year-old Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good shout.
Universally agree on that.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a 25-year-old Stuart Pearce at left back. I don't know. Like if obviously we had him at 35, but yeah. Midfield. Let's do the centre of the park and then on the wing if you want. So in the centre of the park, who would you add in to push us on to a top 4 club now?
When he was with us, Scott Parker.
Okay, I'm going to put out
Joe.
No, because again, Joe. We need Joe because we've got Lanzini, we've got Paye.
Yeah.
I want to say Foe.
Yeah. Foe. So underrated for us as well. Like he really was a fantastic player. He really was. I think he would have went on to real big things as well. No? What do you think? With Foe?
No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he was. Like that sort of player is the player you need now. In that generation, that sort of late 90s, that player was just developing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like Obviously, Makaleli, Vieira's. I think he could have been possibly near that level. Maybe not quite there, but really, really close.
Yeah, definitely.
Him and Coyote in the middle as well. Wow, that would be an absolute engine, wouldn't it? Up front we've already done. Yeah, Tevez. Probably, isn't it? It most probably Tevez. If you're looking at elite strike, what about even Mascherano in the midfield, guys? I know they play long for us, but someone like Mascherano sitting there just pinging balls from the midfield.
Shout,
And Ronaldo has finally come onto the scene.
Oh, there we go. Back over to Lee. Euro 2012. 2016.
2016.
What's happened, Lee?
Ronaldo's just equalised Portugal. Little, I don't know what it's called. Rabona?
Oh yeah.
No, sort of flicked it around the back. I don't know, whatever that's called. Yeah.
Expert analysis from Lee there.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo finally comes onto the scene. At the moment, England are playing Iceland, by the way. In the
Premier League, we'll do it the same way. Every position, realistically, who do you want? I'll even chuck in goalkeeper because I know Lee chucked out a goalkeeper last week that he'd like to see.
There's only one. Although, are we saying we're keeping it realistic or we're dreaming?
Realistic.
All right.
Butland. I'd love Butland.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I like Fraser Foster as well.
Yeah. Either or, really.
I've said it. I said it, didn't I, last week? Kasper Schmeichel, I would have in Premier League. I think he's going to go on and be a real, possibly superstar goalkeeper now. You know, like he's
29 though. I know that's not old for a keeper, but he's not young.
Who's that?
Schmeichel.
Was he 29?
Yeah.
His dad went on to about 38.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, but
he seems younger, doesn't he? He seems younger. How old's Adrian? He's about 28, isn't he? 29?
Yeah, 28, I
but
think.
Schmeichel's been up and down the league. Leeds, Notts County.
Yeah, no, he's had to bide his time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Defence, current Premier League defender that could realistically go into West Ham's team within our budget as well. So you're probably looking at, I don't know, like a 20 to 25 million pound defender.
Yeah, Smalling's a shout. What about? He's not realistic though. Like all the world, it's not really realistic.
Yeah, how much is Toby worth though? Toby?
What about didn't have
Mangala?
Didn't have the best season.
Mangala.
Who? Mangala. I was going to say another Man City defender. Didn't have the best season. Otamendi.
Yeah, possibly come to West Ham. Point to prove. I'm trying to think through now. The team.
What about
Would you take? I don't know. Would you take? Because I don't think he's got long left at Chelsea. Would you take Gary Cahill?
I like him.
Yeah, I'll take Cahill.
Someone like that, possibly as a half realistic one, perhaps. Because
another one who's getting on. I like Jagielka as well. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, Jags. I would take Jags. Yeah, he'd do a job.
What about Wes Morgan? Would you take him in the team?
No, I think he's just. I'll tell you what. I read a great thing. Arsene Wenger talking about rejects actually, and he said, when you can get a whole group of rejects together, there's just something there that can push you that little bit further, and that's what he believes Leicester had. You know, they've got that 5% extra that people that have not been rejected get.
So okay, let me ask you this. Right? Let me ask you this. You're going off on a tangent a little bit, but take out the obvious. So take out Mahrez. Is there any player in that Leicester team that you would want at West Ham?
Vardy. I would have Vardy, definitely.
I'd have Drinkwater as well. No, Kante.
Oh,
Kante.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kante possibly.
Well, there we go. He could go into our midfield, couldn't he, from the Premier League?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a 15 million buyout, 25. I can't know what it is. He had a 5 in it.
On the any wingers, guys that I really did like the Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's someone I wouldn't mind at West Ham.
Putting out a curveball for the new look West Ham. What about Eden Hazard? You'd say immediately out of our league. Don't tell me you turn your nose up at him.
Oh no! But I'm saying, like, what's he worth? 60? Still pipe?
Is he though? After that season, Chelsea looking to get
rid.
rid.
Just on name, you might be able to pick him up for 40, possibly. I don't know. Up front, guys, obviously ruling out your Sergio Aguero's and your Sanchez's and people like that. I would go for Lukaku.
I think he's out of our league as well.
Maybe. How much is Jude worth then? How much do you think someone like Jude's worth?
20.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, I like him. I like Jude. Not really mobile, but I do like him.
I would take Rashford. Take Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford. Yeah, that's a good shout as well. Yeah, guys, so that's all the questions this week. Thank you so much. We've hit 402 subscribers, guys. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I did a competition. I did it over 2 weeks for our first ever 1,000 views and for hitting 350 subscribers. Thanks for all the retweets, guys. Thanks for all the entries. Obviously, the subscribers have bumped up. I did the draw before the show. Let me just get the name because the name escapes me. It was Chris May 77734 on Twitter. So, Chris, if you're watching, get in touch on Twitter, personal message us, and I'll let you know. Obviously, I will tweet it out if you've managed to miss the video. Guys, if you want Lee to do this as part of next season, maybe like we could do a Soccer Saturday thing. I don't know.
Yeah. If you think it's really unprofessional and distracting, let us know as well.
So yeah, Chris, you're the winner.
3-2 Hungary.
Congratulations. Give me your address. I'll post it to you as soon as I know your address. Thank you so much, guys. Check out our West Ham Banter page. Please subscribe. Let's get to 500 before August the 13th, which is when we kick off against Chelsea. That'd be a great way to start the season. And if we get to 500, obviously the content's going to be coming at you for fun. Yeah, that is it for this week. Again, guys, apologies for the lack of sort of West Ham news at the minute, but it really is slim pickings at the minute out there for West Ham news. After Euros, I expect it all to pick up.
Yeah.
Come on, you Irons. Keep believing for France and all the other West Ham players that are out there. There's only 4 of them out there, but keep believing for them.
And if Italy, please, if you're going to shout France, Italy, Angelo, good luck, son.
If you do support England, guys, good luck to England. But that's it for this week. Come on, you Irons. Let's go.
Cheers.